Gee, what do I need to do to ensure I reach my sales goal? Where did you put your microphone? This thing doesn't Yeah. Give me that controller. You probably turned something off.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, folks. Sally turned her microphone off after I turned it on. I've been turning it on for her before the show for 5 years now.
Yeah, I know.
But you're getting old and senile, I think.
I think you're forgetting who you're going home with. Dan, I'm the one that's going home with you after this dance.
It's because you can't run away. You can't even walk away.
I can walk. I can walk. Trust me, I can walk. Now back to
Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean's sales goal. And the very first card that we turned over was the Ace of Swords, but it's the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords is sometimes called the Sword of Truth. And it just feels like it's saying, don't waste your time on lies or liars. So I guess you need to be a little bit sharper about your time. Yeah, and it says that, yes, you have some nasty competition, but this is something that you can rise above. Okay, so avoid liars, avoid toxic people, and avoid toxic situations. So I think that's what telling me that there are some leads that just aren't worth following. Okay, so bide your time carefully. Are you just going into a trap, or are you really being part of the competition? So yeah, it's okay to compete, but you really need to kind of sharpen your lies and liars and waste of time kind of radar.
Okay, and next we have Sundown.
Hey, Sundown.
There are reasons why I need spirit guidance on this. Is it okay for me to become friends with Nicholas?
Oof.
You're
Okay.
asking other people for permission,
Well, I think
which makes you a doormat.
that's exactly what Sundown's worried about. Let's see. Yeah, you're definitely conflicted with this one. So it makes me wonder what's wrong with Nicholas. So it's almost like that there's a problem with him, and that's kind of, yeah. All right. I'm wondering if this is somebody that maybe you were romantically involved with, because it just feels like you're walking back into, um, for lack of a better, you're walking into a controlling trap here. And I think that's what you're worried about. The cards are saying, yeah, that's absolutely what's going to happen. So should you become friends with Nichols? No, no, no. That would be a foolish thing to do. And the cards say you, it's not only is it a foolish thing to do, but you know it is. You know?
All right, and next we have Toxic Waif.
And Toxic Waif is looking for
Spirit
message. Yes.
Look
And
at that. I figured out how to get the emotes on the wall. Woohoo! Right on. Yep. Emojis flying everywhere. If you're Zenial and you don't like that, tough.
so I like to take out my Rudrashka seed, which is right there, and rose selenite. And I just use those together. It seems to stir up the right energies for spirit messages. And these are spirit messages for Toxic Waif. Yeah, it seems to be the theme of this week's reading is about biding your time. And wow, this is first off, spend your time well. And I think what they mean by that is don't waste your time on people that you know are a waste of time. And also look for a message from somebody who's passed recently. This feels like I don't want to throw a name out there, but I know that you've recently lost somebody, I believe a mother-in-law, and it feels like she's coming close and she's very verbal, so look for little signs around your house for her, because she's around and she's going to let you know she's around. She's definitely going to let you know she's around. Okay, so thank you.
All right, who is next? Rosie's Fairies.
Hi, Rosie.
Will I get into the Renaissance Festival in Georgia in the spring to sell my art?
Okay. And the first thing I get is something about procrastination. So I'm wondering if maybe you're like many of the creative people in this world, myself included, tend to put things off till the very last minute. And it's very important that you do not do that. The first day they'll accept your application, make sure that you send it in. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. Rosie's Fairies and the Renaissance Fair. You'll have such a good time. It's not guaranteed, so I think it gets right back to that procrastination thing. But the cards are saying, if you get there, you are going to really, really, really have a good time. And you get kind of a peek behind. It's always nice to be a vendor because you get kind of a peek behind the scenes, things like that. Yeah. There's no. Yeah, you do not procrastinate on anything. You get this justice reversed, and that I see really as being that procrastination, which is a self-destructive habit. And the justice card is saying, don't become unbalanced. Yeah. You'll enjoy it if you will so enjoy the fair. You will have such a good time. Make sure you do not delay at submitting your application. no last minute anything.
Okay, and next we have Patricia, who is looking for messages from her guides.
Okay. And I think I'll pull out the runes for this one.
Okay.
And okay, that feels right. So, Patricia, the first thing your guides say to you is get a move on. So, this is the time for you to be active and to be looking forward. So, no looking back, one step in front of the other, looking forward. And it does say that the Spirit says that you do have unexpected gifts coming your way. Winter sucked. They understand winter sucked. It says that you stood strong, and it looks like there's something about your home. It feels like the next place you move to, you'll be a very long time. So don't move to the Arctic Circle or anything. All right. And it ends with Suelu. You're headed in a good path. You're coming, as we come out of the winter, you're heading in the right direction. So now's the time to start putting one foot in front of the other. No looking back.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like Lot's wife.
Next we have Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Can you tell me how my relationship with S is going to turn out?
Well, I can tell you the direction it's headed. All right. So, and this is for who?
Christina.
Christina. There it is. There it is. Relationship with S. I was just looking for you on my screen here. Christina and the relationship with S. I can tell you, and as I said, we can tell you the direction it's going. Christina and S. Feels like S is pretty serious about it. Comes into balance. Okay. As much as you love S, I think that the problem here is going to be, it's like you can have him if you want him. And this does have really grounded long-term vibes to it. But there's also this, the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is sort of the what's in it for you. Because it looks like you're in a relationship with somebody who's very strong and has a strong personality. And I think that you need to set the boundaries for the relationship early. And be careful that you're not getting into a controlling situation. Just because this is somebody who might be in a comfortable prison, if you will. The ivory tower sort of thing. Okay, so that's the direction it's going. And I still say it's up to you to mold it.
And next we have Kara James. Did I make the right decision to drop my digital marketing class?
Okay, Kara. Was dropping that class a good idea? Okay. Okay. Yes, for now, but the cards are reminding you that the digital marketing class did fill a requirement of sorts. So it's like, okay, you're giving that up fine, but you need to start about what you're going to put in its place. All right. And who's next?
Benafsha is next.
Hi, Benafsha.
What's the energy like for me the week ahead?
All right. Benafsha in the week ahead. Last week in January. Boy, going fast. Okay, so it looks like you're going to kind of have funny vibes, you know, a funny feeling around a relationship. It's sort of like you're worried. I feel like this is that you're unnecessarily worried. So that's something to take a chill pill about. You're having this week looks very busy. It seems like you're going to be dealing with a lot of different people, and trying to juggle a lot of situations at once. Good luck with that. It is a busy week. You've got the King of Pentacles reversed, so it is a busy week, but it looks like the men in your life, because when I look at the King of Pentacles, I get the idea of a boss. But when I look at this card right here, the Two of Cups reversed, I get that as being personal. So there are some crossed wires in personal relationships. So don't make any drastic decisions there. Know that you're going to be busy with a lot of people, and also know that your boss is going to be just a little ungrounded this week, so it might be good to steer clear of him.
Okay then. Next we have Princess of Autumn. How is Mr. Telegram feeling about us, me? We were very close, then I walked away. Don't all scream at once.
Okay, Princess of Autumn and Mr. Telegram. Let's see. Okay. He does feel hurt, but having said that, he recognizes that you made the correct decision. So that's how he's feeling.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. New love wants to know what they need to know right now.
What do I need to know right now? All right. What do I need to go right now? All right. 3 is a really important number for you right now, new love. It looks like now this is positive. You know, it looks weird to have the heartbreak card in a positive aspect, but I think that what's happening is that you were in a situation. Feels like you've just gotten out of a situation that you were not really. It's sort of like, it's not that you were dissatisfied with it. It's just that you needed to move ahead in life in general. So you left a place of comfort to move forward. And this card here says that within a 3, your ships will come in. And know that this is a card that says your heartbreak is healing and it's worth it. You know, sometimes making the right decision and moving in the right direction does hurt. Okay, and who's next?
I will tell you in a second.
Okay, so
Diane Wellington is next. What's going on in my life? What do I need to know?
okay.
Apparently she's absent from it.
So what's Dion need to know? You need to realize that you are in a transitional time. And when sometimes when life brings changes, they aren't without worry. And sometimes you have to lose something in order to gain something that you've wished for. And this is what I see happening to you right now. That your life is headed in the direction you wish. But know, in order to get what you wish, life is going to take something from you. And that's as simple as clearing space on the shelf. Like if you're looking to make a career, a move forward in career, well, you know, in order to get a better career, you might have to leave the job you're at right now. It does feel like you are looking at a successful ending. You know, you are headed in a successful direction. So even though it feels like right now things are a little bit of a shit show, sorry, that's just what just the word they sent to me. Know that you've already put out your wishes to the universe, and the universe is doing its best to fulfill your wishes. You are headed in the right direction.
Okay, and next we have Brother Chris.
Hello, Brother Chris.
As I'll be having a meeting with a lawyer for the family stuff that's going on. How will things go?
Okay, even before I put the cards down, I don't even need to look at the cards, because all you guys are showing me is the mouth, the mouth, the mouth, the mouth. So whoever in your family is mouthy, and not you, but there is somebody in your family. Am I shouting?
No?
Okay, so there is somebody in your family who is mouthy, who should probably be asked to keep quiet during the lawyers' meeting. They just feel you sitting there trying to get through the meeting thinking, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be drawn out thanks to whoever the mouthy one is.
Still need the cards at this point?
No.
Okay, moving on. There you go, Chris. Lanifa. Lanifa needs a love reading.
You don't need love, you believe in love. All right, so let's see what we have. Well, you did want a love reading, so you do have the lovers here. It does show you as being strong. I think that right now you have your choice, and you might be worried about making the wrong choice. And what the cards are saying to you is that there really is no wrong choice. You pick the one you want and you move forward. And always know the relationship is something that you build together. Okay, so you're making a decision, but there's no real, it's one's the same as the other basically. Just choose one and start building a relationship.
Hey, folks, it's that time of the week again.
I'm ready.
And here we are once again with Pick a Card. Let's get a look on this. Here we go.
All right. So, welcome everybody. And which card are you going to pick this week? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Give it some thought as I gather these up.
The reading for that card is your reading for the week ahead.
Yes, it is. For the week beginning
January 27th.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last week in January. Goodness, time is flying. Okay, did you pick card number 1? Your tarot card for this week is the 7 of Cups. I know that everybody's heard it called the illusion delusion card, but it does say that this week you'll have a lot of different choices put in front of you, and you might find it hard to make up your mind about things. And if that is the case, try and sort it out and look at everything one at a time. Just don't get stuck in indecision. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your card is the 8 of Pentacles, the card of the master craftsman. You'll have a busy week. You'll be able to show your work, yourself, whatever it is you do, you will be able to show it off in the very best light. So this is a good, productive week for you, and yeah, you should be pleased with yourself this week. Others will be. Okay. Did you pick card number 3? Well, card number 3 is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is about a quiet time. Not necessarily the end or anything like that. Just sort of a rest. So this is not a really active week. And during that time, this is a good week for you to make plans going ahead. Because there's a lot of things that are unresolved this week. Okay. And thank you, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Pick a Card.
I was busy thinking of something else.
Wow.
All right, Starfall's next. I am stuck in what to do in career. Guidance, please. Oh, this is where the chart comes in, right? What are you good at, and what are really people willing to pay for?
Well, oh yeah, the 2 lists of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like to suggest that is that if you don't know, if you need to look at yourself outside the box, make 2 lists of 12. First, sit down and think of the top 12 things that people will reach in their pocket and give you money to do. Doesn't matter whether you like it. And usually by the time you get to number 12, you're cleaning out the fireplace or something, right? But that's fine. Just top 12 things you can do that people will pay you to do. Then you put that aside, and the next list is about the top 12 things that you like to do, that put a smile on your face. Doesn't matter whether anybody gives you a dime for it. You know, if coloring makes you happy, put it on the list. But then what you do after you have those 2 lists is you put them side by side, and you just think to yourself, sort of as an outsider, ask yourself, what should this person be doing with their life? And you'll be amazed at how it just kind of gives you that outsider's point of view. We all have more talents than we realize.
Well, let's see what the cards say.
Yes, indeed.
So how do we stop this reincarnation thing from happening?
How does Starfall get unstuck? Ooh. Yeah, that whole thing I made, where you feel like you can't let go because you need the paycheck and you don't know whether you can make the same money someplace else. So there's that. Not so easy moving forward. Yeah. I do see an opportunity crossing your path coming soon. So what the cards are saying is just don't be afraid to move forward when you see the opportunity. And that goes right back to that fear of leaving where you're at. You know, if I already have this job and this paycheck, I don't want to lose that and have nothing else to do. But you're going to have that leap of faith. So when you find out about a job availability or an opportunity that you want, or you see an opportunity that you want to grab, have faith in yourself and go for it.
And next we have Sushama.
Hi, Sushama.
Sushama wants to know about a possible relationship with Abhinav.
Mm-hmm.
I sure hope I'm saying that right.
Well, you're pretty good at you are pretty good at coming up with a correct pronunciation of names.
Well, that's just because English speakers are so bad at it.
Okay.
It's the vowels.
I guess so. How would my okay, so shine up. What do we see here? Okay, so when I see the Seven of Swords reversed, that assures me that you know, like right side up, it would be somebody who would take from you for no reason other than to be mean, and maybe that's your fear or your experience, but it feels like the cards say, first thing they say is that he will not be mean. He will not be dishonest. These two together talk of joy and victory. And even though they're reversed, I think it's still there. It says that with him, you can have the life you want. I just think that, you know, the cards are saying you'll have a satisfactory life. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It just isn't going to have, in the long run, it's not going to have the level of passion that you would hope for. But as far as the other things, you know, the heart, the home, the kids, yeah, it's all there.
And next we have SR Kish.
Hello.
How's the week ahead for me?
Okay. Week ahead for SR Kish. All right.
It'll be raining cats and dogs.
It will. Okay, so it does feel like you're going to get some good news at the start of the week, because I do see a bit of a celebration, a bit of a victory there. And then you get this Knight of Swords, which is just having to move forward quickly. So it really feels like you're going to be pushed, and you're going to be, you know, you might have some tight deadlines this week. And then finally, and it ends on absolutely wonderful. It ends on a very good note. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. So it looks like you do have a good week, albeit a very busy week.
Okay then. And next we have Ice Cream. Ice Cream looking for spirit messages.
Okay, so we'll just grab the runes. Grab them. And for Ice Cream, we have Kenaz, which is Ken. which is family matters. So this week you are going to be focused on family matters, but it does say that you're strong in this. You're strong and well aspected in this area. So it looks like you start out the week dealing with family matters, but it's in a good way. And toward the middle of the week, you kind of this is gave when it talks about serendipity. It's actually translated gift, and I think it feels to me like you might get a little bit of unexpected good news in the middle of the week. As the week ends, you have a successful end to a project. I see that right here in Jera, which means harvest. And last but not least, you've got Thorazaz. And Thorazaz is in an opposite position. And what that tells me is that there's this week you'll also be dealing with somebody who has a pain in your neck. So you'll have to deal with somebody that you might not like dealing with.
Alrighty then. Next we have Haunting Live. As we have had a vendor market calling us to be there. What does this look like all for it?
As we have had a vendor market calling us to be there. Okay. It's always nice to be invited to the party. Well, that one flew out. So, let's see what else there is. Mm-hmm. Ooh! This is a really competitive market. So make sure you bring lots of stock. The busy market. All right, and you know what sells best. You know what's most popular. Make sure you bring lots of that. Well, that's strange. So I'm seeing it as being a competitive market, but a busy market. I'm seeing the money here. I don't know what. Oh. So, money-wise, and you will do well. You will do well, but sometimes you can be very thin-skinned, and somebody is really going to push your buttons. Because I see you being emotionally hurt at this market. So the best thing I can tell you is, it's a market. You go to a market to compete and make money, and you can do both of those there. And you just have to kind of toughen up your skin and know that somebody's going to say something really nasty, and let it go in one ear out the other. Okay.
Alrighty then. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to cough.
You're going to cough? Gotta unmute. Hello, everyone. Who would love a message for the week, please? And that's from Mary Ann.
Hey. Message for the week from Marianne. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So, Mary Ann, your message for the week is invest your time and your experience in things that you know are going to pay off. Don't overburden yourself. Definitely don't overburden yourself this week. Just focus on the things that really produce money. Focus on the big things and let somebody else take care of the little things.
All right. Somebody else is looking after the little things.
Yeah.
And Wendy wants a message from Spirit.
Wendy, I would just be glad to give you a message from Spirit. Get my hand in there. There we are. Okay, here you have Uruz, which is the wild oxus, and it's right next to Tiwaz, which is, it's associated with Tyr, which is truth and justice. And so together, it's saying that you are strong, always tell the truth and take the high road. Because you are strong. Sometimes it takes strength to take the high road. Kinaz, which is torch. So it basically says right now, this is a high energy time of your life. And here's something about love. You got Legus here, which is lake. And it's, you've got some, you've got some rapid changes. This is Thagos, and it means day. So you have like a day and night change in the area of love. I don't really feel like that's going to be a bad thing when it was followed by strength and injustice.
Alrighty, that was a reading from Wendy. Next, we have Fortune Cookie. Fortune Cookie wants to know what kind of impact they had on a man named Robert S.
Okay. Fortune Cookie wants to know what kind of impact a man named S. Fortune Cookie and the mysterious S. It's getting foggy here. You hear the foghorns in the distance. Okay, so it's strange because it starts out with the world. So he does see a lot of potential in you. Let's say that. But he likes to take his time. I think he's somebody who's very particular about your life, his life, and who comes into it. So he is the kind that's going to make you wait a little bit. but yeah, he's a lot more impressed with you than he will let on.
Ooh. And now we got Cindy C, who got to Florida.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, you got there just in time for their snow to melt down there. Cindy's looking for messages from Spirit.
Okay. Messages from Spirit. Have you built the snowman yet? So Spirit says that you have some change, some changes coming up about some of the legalities. So you've got changes coming up in maybe in some of the contracts. You know, your change of contract. And you always have love. You know that. And Spirit says even when trips go, even when trips go bad, that's meant to kind of be bonding moments. Also, you have somebody who's passed. You have that right here, and Aunt Susan. I think that might be a grandmother who's looking over you. Okay.
And who is next? Leona. What messages do you see around my new business partnership?
Okay. Leona and his new business partners. All right. Oh, gee. Oh, Leona. Oh, this just, yeah. This is, one of the least successful forms of a business is business partnership. And this is absolutely somebody that you should not partner with. I'm not getting very good cards at all. I think that this person has already betrayed you a number of times. This is somebody who cannot be trusted. Will always push your moral limits, and it's kind of like right now it's hard for you to move forward. So you've already got bad feelings about this partnership, and I would say that you're 1,000% right. And if there's any way you can get out of it, get out of it.
All right, who's next?
And that was really pretty ominous.
Lynette, also looking for messages from her spirit's guides.
Okay. Okay. On that, and what is messages there for on that spirit? All right, so the one that shows up, the biggest and the best is Suelu, which is sun, which talks about joy and success and victory. So the very first thing that your guides have to tell you is it's sort of like your attitude determines your altitude. It's kind of like find reasons to be happy, find reasons to be joyous. Keep a good make sure you always have a good attitude. Keep your chin up. Ooh, okay. it does look like you're still repairing from a past relationship. They do recognize that you're still healing from that. And maybe it's time for you to move beyond that point and try and let it go. As far as what you're looking for, you have the rune of the hunter here. Here is Isa, which is the rune of, it means ice, but talks about the present. And it feels like right now it's hard for you to move ahead and forge the path that you want. And I think that what they're telling you is that you got to let go of the past to be able to find a new way forward. So you might, your shelf might be getting a little bit clustered. You might have too many things on the go in your life right now. Okay, so ultimately it does end up with Oscilla, which is homeland, which tells me that your spirit guides say, even though right now it's rough, try and let go of the past and keep a good attitude, keep a smile on your face, and know that the home that you deserve is coming your way.
All right. Next, we have Allie, who's looking for spirit messages. Allie didn't add a question mark to her question, so I can't put it on the screen.
Oh, dear.
Limitation of my program.
Okay, let's see if I can find her. Oh, there we are. Spirit messages, there's still time. Well, we'll make time for you, Allie. Ooh, okay, so
There we go.
there we go. Well, I already spilled a couple, so we got it.
You gotta do some other thing? Yeah, oh well.
Cards it is.
Apparently the rooms didn't want to give her a reading.
No. So, Allie, let's see. Spirit message.
Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga.
Okay. Okay, Allie, and the message from Spirit that you get is that the things that you have decided to separate yourself from is a good thing, that you've done a good thing, that you've cut the right things out of your life, and you'll find that this summer you'll start bringing in some of the things that you've asked the universe for. Some of the things that you've been waiting to happen to you are going to start happening to you because you've let go of someone in your life.
And next we have Colette, who's looking for messages from her spirit guides.
Okay. Message from your spirit guide.
Yippee!
So, Colette, it does say that right now you're sort of it's like, it's not like you won the war or anything, but you've pulled ahead and you're at a very good position here. Also, you've got this Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups sometimes points toward an engagement. But I do see a happy gathering of family and friends coming your way soon. And when the final message to you is that you will not be alone, that even makes me wonder more if maybe you've got somebody who might be popping a question sometime soon.
Ooh. All right. Next, we got Always Protected. This has been going on for 3 decades. Every time I see her or hear from my father's sister, your aunt, it's like a shadow falls upon me. I become depressed for that day. Can Spirit tell me something about this?
I could tell you something about that. Classic toxic person. This is, sometimes they call them psychic vampires. And that's just a phrase. If you have somebody who is negative, it actually wears you down. It wears you out. And this person is your father's sister.
Aunt.
Your aunt on your father's side is so classic psychic vampire. She is just draining you. She's absolutely draining you emotionally. The best cure for that, I know that you cannot always avoid your aunt, but anytime you know that you are going to be in the vicinity of your aunt, get some rosemary oil and put the littlest tiniest bit that nobody can smell on the nape of your neck, and protect that part of you, because that is your most vulnerable spot spiritually. And rosemary is highly protective, and hopefully that will put enough of a barrier, a white light around you to keep you from being drained by this person.
A more permanent solution is to bite her finger.
Is to what?
Bite her finger.
Really?
Yep.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for that.
It's true. It works.
Yeah. I would love to be a fly on the wall when you explain that to your family. Okay. And moving on.
Dragonfire is looking for spirit messages. That's the theme today.
Spirit messages.
And I'm almost out of spirit. There's never enough in the bottle. Then again, I can't handle moderation.
Okay, Dragonfire, the very first card that actually came flying out was this Four of Cups, which is sometimes a card of dissatisfaction, because you see, he's being offered a cup and he's kind of being, just totally ignoring what he's being offered. But that Stones song came through my mind, that you can't always get what you want. Is that the Rolling Stones that did that?
Yes.
Yeah. And that song just came to my mind. And so that's the, you can't always get what you want. So sometimes don't wait for something, it's like if life is offering you oranges, take the oranges. Don't keep waiting for apples. Yeah. Spirit sees you as strong and confident. I think that sometimes you can have a little bit of an edge to you, because you are strong and you are confident, and sometimes you may come off as being a little mean. But look at that. You are loved. And it looks like love is or will be going very, very well for you. Okay.
Right.
So quit waiting around for whatever it is you're waiting around for, and start moving forward, because you got good things coming your way.
And one last question from Bangle.
Hi.
I distanced myself from Paul. Kind of got tired of getting 10 while giving 50. Anything relevant I should know from his current energy?
Well, I mean, you already know what you need to know. He gives 10 when you give him 50, so, He said, well, you got to prime pretty hard to get a couple drops of water from. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say. Two, really? Again? Okay, so for some reason, you think that he's the marrying kind. And Spirit's saying that's not the point. Yeah, again, all the weight's on you. And that will always be the case. You must be an extremely selfish person. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so you want to keep taking this. It's good that you've distanced yourself from Paul. As far as his current energy, because you've already kind of been a doormat for him once, he will come back around. He will come back around. But yeah, you don't need this guy. You really don't. You know, and you need to stop thinking about him because it will keep you from attracting somebody new, which is really what you need to get over all the rest of this.
Well, all the rest of this is the last question of the night. What do you say now, Sally?
Have a good night. Have a great week, everybody. And we will see you next week for the next episode of Psychic Sundays Live. And don't forget, if you want a reading in person with me, not in person, online from anywhere in the world, just send an email to info@sallydiane.com. Have a great week.